Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Dukes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good three-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Thanks to grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Eagles want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So James Madison's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's third down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, His player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
Makes the catch. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
To the air, it's Denson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They're about to... On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Breaks into the open. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give is to Williams. Gets it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Rhodes. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give is to Williams. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. He's running free down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. That's a fumble. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Leon. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, Georgia Southern.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Searching forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The give is to Williams. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gives it on the option. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Denson. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, James Madison. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by 10 to Florida State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Catch in the middle, it's Key. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
For the offense.
They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Denson. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Dukes will snap it on first and 10. Looking for room. It's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's key. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Leon. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give to the back. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hands it off. Touchdown, Dukes! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee has just had no answers today. Both sides of the ball look like all the smoggy smoke on Rocky Top has been in their eyes since kickoff. They're trailing by 28 to Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this out. More and more as this game goes on.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes him talk to the hand. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Going to the running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Using the quick game. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the deep. Just shedding tackles. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Rhodes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the ground. Hard running there. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf. Him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Denson. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force back, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Dukes are marching down the field. Takes the handoff, it's smothered. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. Running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs... gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Dukes are facing third and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Another play. Looking for a man. It's Denson. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Loss of 3.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to pass, it's Denson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Wants to pass. Starts to scramble to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here's the return from inside his feet. And now the hit knocks it loose.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Brown wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer,
unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
James Madison, 69. Georgia Southern, 6.
From inside the 10, here he comes. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock